Great. Good. श्रावंती सरकार जी, एक छोटा सा जॉब ज्वाइन किया, अच्छी जॉब मिलने के कोई चांसेस हैं? I don't look at charts here. I only respond to conceptual questions. So I will be happy to help you with your conceptual questions on astrology rather than any specific chart. I may not be able to help you because chart analysis takes long time. It takes at least 1 hour. So I cannot give the whole of 1 hour to one person. Good evening. Good evening. How are you? I am fine. Thank you. How are you? Rahu in fourth house with Jupiter, Pisces ascendant, Rahu in Nakshatra and Mars in 12th house. How will Rahu Mahadasha be? Rahu Mahadasha is mm, it keeps a person under illusion for its dasha period. As long as you are in Rahu Mahadasha, you will be having one or the other illusion in life that this thing should be, this thing is going great or that thing is going great, which can be illusion. Okay. Another thing is that Rahu Jupiter both are in the fourth house Gemini. Uh, Great dasha if someone is working from home or private offices in business setup. But if you are trying to work in this dasha in job setup, then things can be difficult because Ketu is falling into the 10th house. Rahu wants you to focus at fourth house, not in 10th house. So again, it depends on the person how he wants to utilize it, how he wants to utilize the time period. If you focus on fourth house Gemini related things, Jupiter related things like knowledge sharing and guiding counseling and all, it can be excellent dasha. If you focus on 10th house related things, it can be difficult dasha. It can take you to foreign lands as Mars is sitting in the 12th house or Rahu itself represents foreign lands. So there is a possibility of moving to foreign lands or among people of different ethnicity and culture. Okay, so great. Shuchi madam, I am not looking at particular charts. I only respond to conceptual questions. If you or anyone has any conceptual question, they can ask. Like I just replied to one conceptual question. If you want to discuss some planetary position or impact of any planetary position, we can talk. But looking at someone's chart takes a very long time, and I cannot give the whole time to one person. How is spouse and when marriage for boy Libra ascendant and Venus Rahu in the 10th house. Okay, you need to read my views on astrology and marriage. As per me, astrology and marriage has no connection with each other. You can contact any other astrologer for that. Okay, but I feel that astrology is just limited up to relationship or alliances. After that, it is social circus. Please explain the difference between Jupiter wisdom and Mercury intelligence. Why Mercury Mars conjunction create confusion in decision making, but Jupiter Mars conjunction does not create confusion. Mercury is playful. Understand? Mercury is playful. Mercury is all about. When Mercury represents knowledge or information, it is he is not serious. Okay, understand? He is just a playful prince and not a serious person. So that's why Jupiter's importance is more when it comes to knowledge oriented matters. Understand the word we use for Jupiter is Guru. And with Guru, there is another word which is not commonly used, Guru Gambhir. So Jupiter is very serious person. It is about serious knowledge. Okay. Mercury is about collection of information, lot of information from here, there, everywhere. Mercury is not much concerned whether the information is useful or not so useful. So this is the difference between Jupiter and Mercury when it comes to knowledge related matters. Jupiter is more serious. So Jupiter can guide Mars, Mercury can confuse Mars. That's why Mercury, because Mercury is full of information. Now Mars doesn't know where to put actions, whether to put on action on this field or that field, because Mercury is providing a lot of information. Jupiter is providing the direction. Okay, put action in this direction. Okay, so this is why Jupiter Mars conjunction is better than Mercury Mars conjunction. I am a Sagittarius ascendant. My Jupiter is in ninth house, but in Bhav Chalit that goes. So what can I expect? I consider my D1 chart position. I don't consider Bhav Chalit. What is Kal Sarp Dosh? Please tell remedy. Remedy for me is only meditation. If you can meditate, great. Kal Sarp Dosh is like when all the visible planets from Sun to Saturn are sitting sitting under invisible planets, that is Rahu and Ketu. One we are going through one Kal Sarp dosh right now in transit, where all the planets are within Rahu and Ketu, all the transiting planets, and we can see the difficulties we are facing in last couple of months globally. So this is like Kalsarp Yoga is like I understand it like this, that you have put these seven planets in one room. You have locked the room, and these two Rahu and Ketu are standing guard outside that. That means the person is not going to utilize the energy of all those seven planets in best possibility, in its best optimum use will not be happening, because they are locked inside a room, and Rahu and Ketu are becoming the guards. Okay, so this person feels frustrated that I am not able to utilize my full potential. I am not getting opportunities to utilize my full. Sorry, I'm not getting opportunities to utilize my full potential. All these things happen with this Kal Sapdosh. Now things get better when one's enter into 40s, because Rahu matures at 42 and Ketu matures at 48. So when person enters into 40s, then okay, he may get better opportunities and all that. Remedy wise, only meditation from my side. If you find any other remedy from any other astrologer, please feel free to follow it. From my side, it is only meditation. For Sagittarius ascendant, Jupiter and Mercury in the 12th house, will native have a normal life? It depends on what is the definition of normal life for you. What does normal life mean for you? Is Saturn in 12th house difficult position or good for spirituality? It is good for spiritual purposes, but it can be difficult for other pursuits, like materialistic pursuits in life, which is going to bring spirituality. When you face difficulty in materialistic life, then you move towards spirituality. Okay, so it is good position for spiritual pursuits. Rahu is fifth lord for Libra ascendant as co-ruler with the Saturn. When running Rahu Mahadasha, how the love affair will be through Saturn Rahu nature. Okay, it can be long distance relationship. It can be bumpy ride also, because of Saturn's impact. There can be some illusion, cheating, fraud involved in the relationship. So just be very careful. So all the Rahu Saturn traits will come up in love romance matters, and see how it goes after that. Hello, Priya madam, how are you? What type of person shows Jupiter Saturn at 15-degree conjunction? We cannot decide about person through one conjunction. The whole chart and his own evolution level decides. Okay. We can only say that this person can be like about knowledge or maybe possible law as a career. Okay. But don't try to decide about a person through his chart. That is wrong. Okay. Some insight on Jupiter, Saturn in Aries, seventh house, and Mars in first house. Very difficult for relationship matters because Saturn is debilitated in the seventh house Aries. They may, if possible, ideally they should not get into relationship or marriage. But if they get into relationship or marriage, it should be very practical, realistic way of dealing with that. Okay. Mars in the Mars in the first house. That means other people are coming to this person. So if they get into like a relationship, sorry, business and all, and other people may approach them, and they can benefit from that. Could you please talk about sex transmutation or being an what is this Urdhva Varitas yogi? I don't know what type of yogi it is. What does it take to achieve that? How does one stay determined? First of all, I have no idea what is this Urdhva Varitas yogi. Okay, so leave it. I cannot guide you. Sex transmutation, again, if you can rephrase this question, I will be better able to understand. And then I'm not familiar with the both these terms. Okay, what type of person shows Jupiter Ketu, Jupiter Saturn conjunction? As I said, like it can be lawyer, it can be a healer also with Virgo, and it is in Hasta Nakshatra. So healer is a big possibility. Hi Muskan, I am also having same planetary position like you. See Muskan, someone else has the same planetary position. Thank you. What is Saturn and Sun in 10th house in Aries for Cancer Ascendant? Difficult connection with the parents. Okay. Difficult connection with parents, difficult connection with any authority person. Saturn Sun in 10th house Aries. It is difficult for working under others' authority. That means person should work for his own authority. I am great, sir. How are you? I am fine, thank you. Yeah, ma'am. Kramika Unyal. Ji. Mars in the first house for Scorpio ascendant. Great. What profession would be suitable? Leo ascendant in D10 along with Mars. Career consultation has at least 7 to 8 steps. Ascendant is only one step. Okay. So I cannot tell that what profession would be suitable here. But Mars in first house in Scorpio means a first lord is sitting in first house. It shows that your life path is going towards yourself only. Work for yourself, don't work under other people. That will be better for you. But as I said, career determination is like a very long process. It takes at least 1 hour for me to determine someone's career. So I may not be able to help you like this in one sentence. Does keep long hair any spirituals? Nothing. I'm not keeping. They are growing. Okay. So it's their wish. They want to grow. And that is actually someone else's chart. Great. Okay. Tell me their date of birth. Muskan, tell date of birth. I'm just kidding. Are you taking any chart? No, I don't take any chart here. I only respond to like conceptual questions. Ketu in first house in Cancer Lagna. Very emotionally depraved person. Okay. They feel that no one understood me emotionally, no one cared for me, and all these type of feelings can come up. They can, with time, if the same feeling continues, they can themselves become very emotionally detached. Okay, because you can give to others what you have. They don't find any emotional connection from others, so they cannot give emotional connection to others. Okay. So that is what happens. Ketu in the first house, Cancer. That means they seek connection with the partner, but Capricorn sign is there, ruled by Saturn. So this is where difficulty happens in relationship matter. If Jupiter Saturn in seventh house by Aries, the seventh Lord Mars creates Nij Bhangraj Yoga for Saturn, isn't it? All these yogas help in your professional life. They don't help in personal life, but Saturn will, even if Nij Bhangraj Yoga is happening, even that yoga will have Saturnian traits. Means this yoga will give better result when person is in like their 30 mid 30s 40s and all. From then onwards they will start getting better. Is Ketu always bad for relationship matters? When in seventh house, how to deal with it? Is it about every relationship or just spouse? Ketu in the seventh house is like tug of war. As I normally say, Ketu is separation, seventh house is a relationship. So they always get into tug of war. Whenever they are single, they are looking for relationship. Whenever they are in relationship, they are looking for single life. This is the difficulty of Ketu in the seventh house person. Uh, Now the problem will be more if they project on other person. Okay, which is very common. Which is very common for people to project their relationship issues on other person. Because of you, I am feeling like this. Okay, no one feels anything because of anyone. We feel because of ourselves. So rather than projecting on other person, they should reflect back. They should reflect back that. If I am having same issues with every partner of mine, okay, if every partner with the first partner, second partner, third partner, I had the same issues, maybe that issue is my own internal issue and I'm trying to project on that. So resolve this issue internally. At the same time, I'm not saying that if someone is in abusive relationship, they should continue that relationship. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if there is this separation kind of feeling in relationship matters, Ketu impact, and then they should reflect back that this feeling is coming from within rather than without. I have Mars, and it is mainly about like a romantic relationship when it is falling into the seventh house. But if Ketu is in the fourth house, the same issue can come up with the mother. Ketu in the 10th house with father and all this, that can happen. I have Mars and Venus in fourth house Aries ascendant. Fourth house Aries. My Mars Dasha will start on September. Career choice. I'm interested in film media. Please tell me. Yeah, that's what I told. That career determination is like a very long process. It takes around 1 hour. I may not be able to help you here. Uh, so if you have any conceptual question, you can ask. Transits are seen from Moon ascendant or Mahadasha Lord. I look from ascendant. If you want to look how your mind will react to that transit, look from the Moon. If you want to see how then that transit is going to work from the Mahadasha planet, then look from Mahadasha. Uh, yo. Hmm. What kind of impact will Saturn in third house for Leo ascendant bring on spouse or Leo ascendant? Saturn is like their seventh lord, okay, seventh lord and sixth lord. So they can have issues with their relationship because the same planet is ruling their relationship life and the sixth house of conflict. So relationship and conflicts go together. Third, it also depends, like a person can have a long distance relationship, or they can be so busy with their work that they don't have any time for relationship and all. So this is the thing. Then this thing, Saturn in third house for Leo, and relationship is difficult. Okay, for the person, there will be lots of frustration. They can have a relationship with someone in their neighborhood, third house, or very far away from their homeland. Rahu transit in fourth, and Jupiter transit in fourth. Great. Mm, Rahu transit in fourth versus Jupiter transit in fourth, both will give house or possibility of having a house. Great. Yeah. What is the difference in both results? No difference. They both are materialistic desires. Rahu represents our materialistic desires. So Rahu can also bring good amount of properties, and all. Jupiter represents expansion. It can bring big properties. So not much difference when Rahu is in the fourth house, or like Jupiter is in fourth house. Now, only thing if we want to add that, okay, in Rahu's case, person can have like one house, and they may feel like dissatisfied with it, and they may want to have another house, then that desire may not be satiated. Okay. Also, money can be coming from any illegal means, Rahu's illusion, or from foreign lands. Saturn, Uranus, Neptune is in my seventh house at Capricorn. Give me some advice. Try to be as accommodative, as flexible as you can be in relationship matter. That is the only advice. Mars in seventh house in Pisces. Relationship may be dominated, may have dominance and control struggle. More you and your partner involve yourself in spiritual activities, better it will be for you to deal with the relationship matter more wisely. Okay, because Pisces is the sign of spirituality. uh, it also shows someone can have like a good amount of knowledge in yoga. If you have any interest in yoga, that can also, then yoga or any other spiritual pursuit can also help person person in this uh, this relationship matter and all. But one thing can be there, like dominance system, dominance and control. Why do Scorpio ascendant suffers through transformation? Because it is sign of transformation. They are supposed to go through. That's why what they are supposed to learn through this life, that life is impermanent. Life is very temporary by nature. Nothing is permanent in life. Nature itself is not permanent. Okay. Every day moon changes its shape, sun rises at a different time. Every day. So nature itself is very temporal by nature. Okay. So the human beings cannot expect a very smooth sailing, stable life. So this is why this is what like a Scorpio ascendant person needs to learn in this life. Do these transformation in one's life have really got to do with being heavily Scorpionic? It is both the same thing. Okay, Scorpions go through the transformation, and they go through the transformation. They are Scorpions. They are supposed to learn this lesson that nothing is permanent in this life. They are supposed to learn that lesson. How to know which nakshatra will have the most impact in any birth chart? Um, every nakshatra is important. Every sign placement is important. I will not say that this nakshatra is most important or most impact, because the mind will automatically go in opposite direction, that okay, other things are not. So that's why we should not get into this, that okay, fine, this is most important. Okay, everything is important in astrology. Everything is in addition in astrology. Okay. Uh, is it true that Ketu in the 12th will give moksha? Nah. It is not it cannot be because of someone's planetary position that people get liberation or enlightenment served in a platter. Just because they have Ketu in the 12th house, every day many children take birth with Ketu in the 12th house worldwide. Okay, so we cannot say that all of them are going to be enlightened or of them are going to be liberated. Nothing like that. It depends on the person and his own spiritual pursuits. Could you please talk about celibacy or directing the reproductive energy of uh, for higher spiritual purpose? How does one stay determined? Okay, now I understood. Uh, there are a few ways by which you can get your sexual energy transmuted through Kundalini and help it to raise through your spine through Kundalini activation. All the meditation processes, all the yoga processes are for that reason. The main reason behind every meditation practice, every yoga practice, every spiritual practice is that. Then this Osho specifically devised this dynamic meditation. Okay, dynamic meditation. If you just search for dynamic meditation Osho, you will get some videos on YouTube where he has explained dynamic meditation and its purposes, and how it can help someone in Kundalini awakening. Okay, that whole process of dynamic meditation is to go through the to activate people's Kundalini only. Okay, and if you want to read about it, then there is a book named In Search of Miracles by Osho. Read that book. That book is related with the time when he first initiated this process of dynamic meditation. That is the way of going into this Kundalini activation and energy rises high. Now the main thing is that we feel that if we become a celibate, then energy rises up. Okay, but it is the other way around. When the energy rises up, then person automatically becomes a celibate. Person automatically follows the celibacy. It is not that you have to force celibacy upon you. Okay, nothing like that. If you can activate your the sexual energy through Kundalini and it rises upwards, then you automatically have lesser desires, lesser and lesser desires. As energy rises further and further, you will have lesser and lesser desires of sex and sexual intercourse. So this is what happens. So celibacy is the result, Kundalini activation is the cause. We feel that celibacy is the cause and Kundalini activation is the result. This is what you need to find out. Okay, you need to realize that what is the cause, what is the effect. Kundalini activation is the cause and celibacy is the result. It is automatic after that. A person will automatically be celibate after that. He cannot get into normal relationship because of this same reason, that understand energy is moving upwards. Okay, in normal relationship, in energy should flow downwards. So this is why it is very difficult for a Kundalini awakened person to have a normal relationship life. Okay, because his energy is moving upwards, and he is trying through his normal relationship, he is trying to move it downward. It is not possible. That person will be in conflict. Okay, so that is one doesn't need to stay determined. there is no effort needed. Once Kundalini is activated, all these things are happening automatically. Celibacy or determination, everything automatically happens. It is not that someone has to be remain determined or force celibacy upon him. Nothing like that. Just get your Kundalini activated, and other things will automatically fall. Happy New Year, Gauri Madam. Happy New Year. How are you? Long time no see. Yeah, I covered Mars in 7,000 Pisces. Is Venus in Rahu conjunction in natal chart gives loyal spouse or illicit spouse? Again, it shows a person may have desires of multiple relationship. We cannot say whether they will go for it or not. Okay, they may have high desires, high expectation in relationship, and they may feel frustrated from their partner, but we cannot judge from someone's chart that this person is going to have a extramarital relationship. Okay, if I have Ruchak Yoga in my Kundalini, Kundalini sorry, then what are the chances of me joining the armed forces as an officer? I have Mars. Yeah, it is good position for this army or army, defense, police, anything related with securities and all. It is a good position, but again, I am not giving career consultation here. Okay, I am just responding to few questions here and there, which can be responded in one or two sentences. Again, career consultation is something very detailed process. Okay. How will be these Rahu Ketu transits in Sagittarius ascendant, while Rahu being in first house with ongoing Rahu Dasha? I have written detailed articles on all the transits. Please check those articles. I have written this ascendant wise. It may be helpful. Okay, so just go to the website and you can search all the articles which I have written on all the transits which are happening: Rahu, Ketu, Jupiter, Saturn, and their common impact, mutual impact, everything is written. Makar Lagna Buddha in 12th house. Can you please help? Remedies. Remedy is meditation. Please meditate. Mercury in 12th house Sagittarius. It is excellent position if someone wants to get into higher education or any work of teaching, guiding, and counseling. If you know that someone may get divorced in future, as he is having Ketu in the 7th house and 7th lord in the 6th house, would you still recommend him to get married? It depends on the person. I will ask the person if he has any desire to get married, get into relationship. If he has desire, go for it. Exhaust that desire. Okay, because like as Osho says, as I always say, never repress any desire. It will come back in the with the double force. If person has a desire of relationship and he represses, eventually he will only become a predator, nothing else. Okay, predator, pedophile, nothing else. So rather than getting into these type of activities of predating and all, it is better to go for marriage and then divorce, and then at least your desire will be exhausted. That okay, I had gone through the marriage, now I can move on with life. But likewise, if someone doesn't have any desire to get into relationship, I will never tell them to get into relationship. So either ways, there should not be any force involved. If someone wants to get married, they must get married, and they should go through that experience. If someone doesn't want to get married, no one should force them to marry. Saturn and Jupiter conjunction in first house in Virgo Lagna. I think I covered it. It can be like very good healer or lawyer. This type of position. Okay. There is no point in asking same question again. not responding any differently. How will be these upcoming Rahu transits? Great, thank you. You have in stock. Uh, if you stopped him to get married, no one can stop. Don't have any such illusion that people are taking decisions of their life because an astrologer told. I don't have any such illusion. Okay. I know that people have already decided what they want to do. They just want a confirmation. If they get confirmation from me, it is fine. If they don't get confirmation from me, they will move to another astrologer. So at least I am not keeping any illusion within me that people are deciding because of my advice. Nothing like that. People decide as per their desires. So nothing is happening because of my advice. Just chill. And then Venus in fifth house in Pisces and Jupiter in seventh house Taurus. Any comments? Very good for creative matters. This is like Venus exalted in fifth house of creativity. Venus is creativity. Jupiter is sitting in the seventh house. This person can be like reaching out to people with their creative pursuits, and they can get into they can serve people through their creative pursuits, knowledge, and all that. So they can have great benefits coming from that. Okay, it is excellent position. But in relationship matter, they can be like very elusive, delusional. Okay, imaginative. Okay, they may have imaginative grounds for getting married with someone and all. They may not be very focused, very practical, realistic, not focused, practical or realistic. Venus, Saturn, Ketu in the 12th house, Kanya Lagna. Which subject should a student take? Great. I may not be able to help unless I see the full chart. What's the result of Mars, Rahu, Saturn, Moon, Stellium conjunction in Cancer ascendant? Lots of emotional issues. Mars, Rahu, Saturn, Moon. Uh, Meditation is very important. Moon is with three strong malefics. Okay. Meditation is very important for this person. It is like oxygen. Okay. So this person must meditate regularly to keep his emotional well-being, emotional stability in one place. Okay, so that is the thing. So, but otherwise, it can take the person anywhere. Means this is a difficult conjunction. Rahu, Saturn, Mars in Cancer, and then Moon is also. Hope you are doing good. I am good. Thank you for your donation. Please let me know any interesting interpretation for Okupada and fourth house Cancer. Fourth house Cancer and Okupada Lagna Lord in 11th house with Rahu. Okupada Lagna is normally used for marriage related matters. I think you are well aware of my views on marriage and astrology. So for me, it is useless. Okupada Lagna and all. Marriage remains your social institution. Astrology doesn't impact that institution much. Okay. But if cancer is Upapadan, just if I just respond to this, okay. So it is like they can attract a partner who can be kind of very motherly, nourishing. Okay. At the same time, foreign lands can be involved. Moon is with Rahu in 11th house. Understand, 11th house is 8 from the 4th. Okay, 11th house is 8 from the 4th. If you start counting from fourth house reach 11th house, there are eight houses in between. So it also shows they may go away from their homeland to find their partner or marry their partner and all. And that is the situation. Also, like this. They must be careful before making any final decision because of Rahu's involvement. There can be some sort of cheating or illusion involved. I have moon with Rahu in Gemini and dispositor in Laguna. Okay. Makar. Okay. Plus Saturn and Mars in the fourth from the moon. Okay. But Jupiter in tan aspected the moon. But the moon is weak, correct? It is in Scorpio, no Moksha. Anyways, the moon is with Rahu in Gemini sign. It is weak. Okay, so it is again meditation is the only way. And no need to even look at Navamsha and all. From the birth chart, it is very clear. People all the time say that Ketu in the 12th house, so it's their last birth, but they themselves are engaging in sinful activities. Great. Is it advisable to get married in a Mahadasha of debilitated planet which has aspect on 7th house? Does it create problems in married life? Married life is problem for everyone. You marry anytime, there will be problems. Okay. There is nothing like there is nothing like this uh, like very good or happy married life, nothing like that. Okay, just get rid of that notion. Understand whatever whatever like dasha you may get married to, you will have issues. Wonderful insight, thank you so much. Thank you, you're welcome. Thank you, the smile looks good on you. Great. Thank you. So uh, Saturn in second house delays the financial stability until the age of 30 or 32. But if this person becomes proactive regarding finances before the age 30, yeah, he can, like, it all depends on our maturity, our proactiveness. If a person can be proactive, can be like working hard towards it, the like delay and perseverance, hard work and all, he shows all that characteristics. He is smart enough to save money, then this thing will work out in their financial matters. It is not that, okay, if someone has Saturn in the second house, then okay, you have to suffer till 35 years of age. It depends on the person. If he is mature enough, he can get better results before. Then I am very well, sir. Thank you. I am nearing the completion of my master's. Need your blessings. Great. I am very happy. Dr. Gauri Tiwari. I am so happy in reading this. Dr. Gauri Tiwari. Okay, great. My blessings are always with you. Then this circuit, can Moon Venus in first house in Cancer causes to have extramarital affair? We cannot say that. We should not be saying that. Okay, understand? This is what I am trying to tell to people, that we should not judge as someone through their chart, because with same planetary placement, understand, within 1 minute in one country like India only 80 children take birth. Within 1 minute 80 children are taking birth with the exact same placement, even in D60 chart. So we cannot decide that everyone with that planetary placement is going to have extramarital affair or is going to have illicit affairs. Nothing like that. Don't make these type of opinions. This is my request for everyone. of extramarital affairs, they can have the desires. Whether they will go for it or not is still their free will. Plus, Moon Venus in first house they can make them like self obsessed. Moon is mind, Venus is love. They can be in self love kind of thing. Okay, my desires are more important. This type of situation can be there. Physical beauty is more important for them when it comes to relationship matters. So these traits can be there, but we cannot judge that someone is going to have this extramarital affairs and all. Okay. As you said, while before that, Jupiter wisdom doesn't confuse Mars action. So Mercury in Virgo 15 degree is an exaltation with 14-degree conjunct Mars. Work as Jupiter or not? I have same and lack of willpower. Why Mercury does Mars action? Mercury in Virgo 15 degree in exaltation with 14 degree conjunct Mars. Why they should work as a Jupiter? Mercury, Mars together in Virgo, why they should work as a Jupiter, I cannot understand. Okay. Let me know why they should work as a Jupiter. What are the results of Venus in 12th house in Gemini, Rakshira Nakshatra? Again, like a person may love to travel in foreign lands, person may have love romance in foreign lands, the relationship partner in foreign lands, these type of things can happen. These things are possibility. They may also be very good with financial nature of work, creative nature of work, imaginative, writing and all. They can be very good at it. Okay. But relationship issues will be there. Sir, every plan. So thank you, Mani Chandraji, for your donation. Much appreciated. Okay. Then every planetary placement have some amount of free will attached to it. That we can read realize the result according to our choices, right? Understand this thing, like as I always say, your birth chart is a possibility. It is just a possibility. Your birth chart is how your life should be rather than would be. Okay, your birth chart shows this is the way your life should go. It doesn't say that this is the way your life would go, because between the should be and would be, you are standing with all your ego. Okay, you are standing with all your ego, your egoistic desires, your conditionings from the society. I want to achieve that, I want to achieve this and all that. uh, how can I expect I'm not meant for marriage? How can I accept that I'm not meant for childbirth and all? So this thing becomes the trouble. People are not ready to surrender to the chart. Okay, so free will is always there. Okay, free will is the main thing. Charts placement are not that important. Free will is important. You have person can utilize the same energies of like planets, houses, signs and all. That's why every house represents so many things, every sign represents so many things, every nakshatra represents so many things, every planet represents so many. Thousands of interpretation can be there for one planetary placement. Now it depends on you which one you want to focus. That is your free will. 12th house is spirituality also, 12th house is meditation also, 12th house is creativity also, 12th house is fiction writing also, 12th house is sex also, 12th house is drugs also, 12th house is foreign lands also. Where you want to focus. This is where the free will is, where you want to focus, and you will focus only on those things which are as per your evolution level. You will get interested in these things. Okay, so this is why free will is most important. My son Harry has he scored 90% in 10th. He was topper earlier. Now he scored 87% in 12th class term 1 exam. His term 2 exam will start from 7th May. I am worried whether he get any engineering college to Laguna. Again, like I may not be able to help you like this. Career determination or any analysis takes long time. I am here only replying to conceptual questions. If you have any conceptual question, I may be helping. Okay, but if like you want me to analyze the chart, if the analysis takes a long time and I cannot give that much time to one person. In the end, you asked, please tell current Shani Mahadasha, Antar Moon. Shani Mahadasha is always difficult. It is the time of major changes. Okay, it is the time of major changes. It is the time of hard work, perseverance, and all. If this kid, if your kid is putting his best effort and showing perseverance, he will get any college he wants. This is the main condition with Saturn. Saturn is all about perseverance, working 100%, giving your 100% input. Okay, if he is ready to give 100%, then he will get any college he wants. Okay, but if he is not giving the 100%, he may have to repeat. That repetitive efforts is also one of the representation of Saturn. Saturn also represents repetition of the things. So if he doesn't put best of effort, he may have to repeat this examination. So this is the main thing about Saturn. Saturn will put him into conditions where he will be challenged. He will be required to put his best effort over the longest period of time. If he is ready to do it, he will get all the result. If he is not ready to do it, he may have to repeat. That's it. Uh, Government jobs related to moon placement, moon planet. Moon is like nourishing people, taking care of people. So any work of nourishing and taking care of people, like uh, your teaching, guiding, counseling, and food industry, fashion industry, and all. So any if government provides any services in these areas, then it can be better. Okay, that work this person can do. Aries Lagna. Okay, Aries Lagna, Mars, Venus, fourth house, Mercury, fifth house, Rahu, Sun, sixth house, Jupiter, ninth house, Saturn, Ketu, 12th house. Mars Dasha start on September. Sir, will I make it big financially? uh, and general interpretation on spouse. Again, you need to read my views on astrology and marriage. Marriage has nothing to do with the astrology, or astrology has nothing to do with marriage. Marriage remains your social institution. Your society decides your marriages. Astrology chart doesn't decide. Okay. Aries Lagna, Mars, Venus in the fourth house, Cancer. This shows lots of dominance and control struggle in relationship. But for financial matters, it is great, especially if you are interested in like this real estate matters, real estate or financial investments, stock exchange, and all. For those things, it is a good position, but for relationship, it is like it shows possibility of dominance and control struggle, either from your side or from your spouse side, partner side. Okay, for financial matters, it is good, especially in this real estate related matters. But for relationship matters, it is troublesome. Be careful while driving, traveling, because Mars is also your eighth lord. Mars is bloodshed. Fourth house is vehicles. So just be very careful when you are traveling, driving, to avoid any accidents. Just be aware of your surroundings and circumstances. Right. Rahu in Aries in sixth house, Ketu in Libra, 12th house, Scorpios. Are you talking about the transits? I have already written the transits related articles, but Rahu in Aries in the sixth house. This means that this person feels that he faces lots of obstacles and conflicts on the way. Uh, that's why he has taken birth, to deal with these conflicts and obstacles and win over those conflicts and obstacles. Ketu in Libra, at some point of time, they can become a spiritual and they can go towards spirituality, meditation, and all. Okay, for spiritual growth, Ketu in Libra, 12th house position is very good, but it can give difficulties in relationship because Libra is the sign of relationship. If he didn't get married, how will he is going to exhaust this past life karma or suffering? Because Ketu is about past life experiences and moksha. So I'm confused what should be done. It is not that he is not getting married because of my advice or because of someone else's advice. People do what they want to. Okay, so don't worry about it. If it is really past life karma, they will listen to your advice and they will still do what they want. Okay, their past life karma is not getting nullified by your advice. You do your job as an astrologer. I should do my job. That okay, this area of your life will be troublesome. Okay, this is my job to tell. After that, if it is still his past life karma, he will go for. He will ignore my advice. He will go for. If it is really past life. And this is the test. Okay, this is the test that a person should get all the possible guidance, counseling from everywhere. Okay, and then what he does is shows what is his past life. Even after getting all the advice, they will do the same thing. That is past life. Okay, without giving proper advice, we cannot say that oh, it was his past life karma, or if it was her past life karma. Nothing. How do you know? How do you know whose past life karma is what? Okay, same planetary placement. I as I said, Ketu in the seventh house, same planetary placement. Thousands of people may be having. How you can be so sure about anyone's past life karma? What type of past life karma they have? Okay, so do your job. Your concern should be your karma in this present life rather than someone's past life karma. Okay, as an astrologer, I should be concerned that what is my karma. My karma is to guide people properly. Whether they take the guidance or not is not my concern. That is their concern. That should always be their concern. Okay, that is it. Please mention if Rahu, Saturn, and Mercury in 11th house for Sagittarius is a good conjunction. It is good for later life, when person enters into like 30s or mid 30s. After that, and they should get into business. Then only this conjunction can be good because 11th house is entrepreneurship. Libra is a sign of business. Great. Sir, Inderji, sir, it is better that your son also meditates and you also meditate. Okay. You also need to learn how to be patient. Your sessions are very informative as well as entertaining. Thank you. You're welcome. Then is upcoming Rahu Ketu transit regarding Inderjit, sir. I already replied whatever I could have done as a reply. Okay, I may not be able to help you more. If your son is putting best effort and persevering, then he will get better results. Please, you yourself meditate and teach him to meditate. It will help him and you also. Is upcoming Rahu Dasha Rahu Ketu transit, sorry. For Virgo moon sign individuals, good or bad? Whereas Rahu transiting 8th and Ketu transiting 2nd. So things can be good or bad, right? They cannot be like both. Everything is good and bad in life together. I'm going through Jupiter Dasha. I have got good results also. I have got bad results also. It depends on perspective. Okay. I have already written all the articles on transits. Please check those articles as per your ascendant. Okay, it will help you. The moon is in Ardhara Nakshatra and its lord Rahu Nakshatra. Rahu is in Rohini Nakshatra. Great. How should we judge the position of planet on the basis of its nakshatra lord? This can make a person creative. This person can be in financial field also. Okay. Finance and because Rohini and Taurus both represent finance and these type of things. Finance, wealth, and conveniences. So they can be in business related with this thing, but still, moon in Ardra is very difficult moon position. A person must meditate regularly to keep them under like mental balance kind of thing. Saturn with Rahu in Leo, a third house. Can Jatak do shares, investment, business in Saturn Dasha? They can, but invest for long duration. Okay, because of Saturn's nature. Meditation is the only remedy. Arvind Kumarji, I am not taking any chart. I am only responding to, sorry, Raj Kumarji. Okay, Rajkumar Arvind Kumar Singh. So I'm not taking any chart. I'm just responding to conceptual questions, which I normally do. I don't take any chart. Mercury transit in Pisces for Gemini ascendant has any relationship with the addiction and drugs in native's lifestyle, or maybe native feels more creative after taking drugs. Great. If anyone can do so, that is great, right? Take drugs and become creative. I've seen some of my friends becoming very creative after taking alcohol and all. So I don't see a possibility of being creative after taking drugs. This can be another excuse of taking drugs. Mercury in Pisces person can be like very good with imagination, fiction writing, and all. So then that's where they can utilize the energy, but not through drugs and alcohol and all that. Yeah, Arvind Kumarji, I am not looking at people's chart. I am just responding to conceptual questions. Suppose if a person is an engineer and wants to work in an engineering field only, but according to astrology, he should be in different field. Does it mean that he will not succeed in his engineering career? If it is if he is really for some different field, okay, then he may face lots of obstacles in that engineering field. Like getting an admission into engineering college itself will be difficult. So universe will try to protect him, guide him throughout. That okay, this is not your path. This is not your path. You are doing something wrong. You are doing something wrong. All these obstacles will be to safeguard you. Okay, and divert you towards your right path. So this can be, but as I said, if it is really not the field for you, okay. Rahu Sun conjunction in sixth house Virgo. Does Rahu perform well in mid 30s? Cause my Rahu starts at the age of 32. Is it a bad placement? Every planet is good placement, every planet is a bad placement. It depends on you how you are going to apply it. Rahu Sun together, that means you were born in solar eclipse time period. This means very less support from any authority figure in your life. This means that you should become your own authority. If you are working under others' authority in Rahu Dasha, then this dasha can be bad. If you are working for yourself, then this dasha can be. It is as simple as this. Every planetary placement is giving you an indication. Walk on that path. And if you walk on that path, that is good for you. If you try to go against that path, it is bad for you. It is as simple as this. Much appreciated, Debulina G. I'm not taking charts here, but health consultations are always free. You can email me birth details and health conditions. We can schedule a call. And does first house lord, just a second. It has been a long session today. I am compensating for last week. And does first house lord and 12th house lord conjunction in the sixth house represent foreign settlement for job? Yeah, we can say so. Sun, Venus, Mercury, all in Laguna, Scorpio, ascendant. What's your view, suggestion? Person can be very good in research oriented matters, especially in financial or creative research. If they have any creative interest, they must follow it. If they are into like financial research and like stock market related thing, that can also be very good for their success. So yeah, Debulana ji, as I said, like health consultations are free, so you can email me birth details and health condition, health issues of person. We can schedule a call. Okay, right. How to control anger? No, no need to control anger. Just become aware of your anger. Okay. I have anger management issues. I get agitated in small things. Go on website. There is an article on mindfulness. Okay, mindful meditation, mindfulness. Read that article, and that will help you. Just be mindful of all the activities you do throughout your life. Well said on past life karma. Great, thank you. Okay, so okay. First Lord Venus in 10th house Cancer with the Rahu. What kind of profession? Please, career determination is a long analysis. Don't ask these questions. It takes 1 hour to find someone's career. 12th house moon in Aries, moon in ascendant. How will be moon Mahadasha? 12th house moon in Aries. This person will find peace, mental peace in foreign lands. They should move to foreign lands as soon as possible. In Moon Mahadasha. If they are staying at their homeland and all, they can find lots of frustration. So if they are in foreign lands and working there and dealing with creative, imaginative, spiritual things, then great. If they are in homeland and working in like job setup and all, then the same dasha can be troublesome. My sister had Mercury in Pisces. She committed suicide. I am sorry to know that. Does this during this transit? I truly understand why. In Jupiter Mahadasha, become a guru. So, what should a person do in Saturn Mahadasha? If we really become like Saturn, nobody would come near us. That's great. Isolation is always great. 12th house moon. I replied to your question, Kabir sir. If someone has sun and moon both with Rahu, then born in eclipse. Right. Smriti ji, good evening, sir. You are one of those people who I relate to a lot. And the bonus is you are an astrologer. Great. And as always, your articles are quite informative and they also help in my writings. I am happy if that is helping you. Your thoughts on Venus in transit in Aquarius for career of Taurus ascendant. It is only like 25 days transit. What we can expect in career matters for in 25 days. So I will not pay that much attention to like Venus transits or Mercury transits and all. But unless they go retrograde, at that time they can become important. But generic transit is not that. Saturn Ketu in the 12th house, Aries Lagna, any possibility of creative writing? What's your views, sir? Later in life, when they like this, when they develop in their 30s or mid 30s, then they can develop this creative approach. So later in life, then it can help them in their creative writing. Right. How to utilize Rahu Mahadasha positively. Get into any work of creativity, nourishing people and serving people. How to deal with procrastination, push yourself further. Okay. You can get rid of anything only by going beyond that thing. Okay. If I'm fearful of something, I should go beyond that fear. I should face that fear and go beyond that fear. Likewise, if you have this procrastinating habit, okay, if you procrastinate things and all, whenever you feel like procrastinating, work double hard at that time. Okay, that is the only way to go beyond that procrastination. Taurus ascendant, Mars in ascendant. Yeah, I covered your questions. Mars in ascendant can make you very active and agile and ambitious, go-getter type of person. Okay, but moon in the 12th house Aries, moon dasha is going on. Get into foreign lands. Thanks for the session today. We are sorry, but about stretching the today's session this long. No problem. Is consuming non-veg accumulates bad deeds? Nothing like that. Whatever you do consciously is good deed. Whatever you do unconsciously is bad deed. Even if you are eating vegetarian food unconsciously, that is also bad deed. Okay. If you are conscious of your actions, you are doing good. If you are unconscious of your actions, you are doing bad. That's it. Thank you, sir. You make us believe that nothing is bad or good. Just the person should be focusing on his karma. By the way, how can I make my mentor for that? No need, please. I'm still I'm myself a student, right? How can I mentor someone? I should reach somewhere, then I can mentor someone. When Jupiter is exalted in Taurus, and Jupiter is not exalted in Taurus. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer sign. Fourth house and its transit into 10th house. Will it create problems in workplace? Problem in workplace, increase in efforts and any good benefits. Jupiter transiting through 10th house is always good for career. It can expand someone's authority and recognition. So that is always a good transit for someone's career related matters. Okay, great, thank you. Okay, two more questions. How to judge Mars Saturn conjunction in first house for Sagittarius ascendant? Person can feel lots of frustration in overall life. Mars Saturn coming together, two strong malefics in first house. Overall life, they can have lots of frustrations. They can have delay in their higher education and all, and they may have this type of frustration that I'm not getting my path, my life is completely stuck, nothing is moving forward. This type of situation can be there. Again, meditation can help them. Regular meditation can help them. Following any spiritual pursuits, education and all, higher education, any career or work related with higher education, Sagittarius nature can help. Mercury in fifth house, Mars, Venus in fourth house, Aries Lagna. Does film and media work for me? Your thoughts, sir. I have already covered it. Okay. What's your moon sign and birth star? Moon sign is Taurus, star is Rohini. Jupiter Ketu conjunction in Cancer, good or bad for Taurus ascendant. How you utilize is that decides if it is good or bad. Jupiter Ketu in Cancer is good for excellent for any teaching, guiding, counseling, spirituality, religion related work. If you are not going into that path, then you may feel that it is bad. Okay. Somewhere I read Jupiter and Mars both have high position in Leo. Is it true? I don't know. Jupiter and Mars both are in friendly sign. High position means they are in good dignity in Leo. Leo is their friendly sign. Birth, date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. My chart is available on site. Search for chart of an astrologer. You will find my chart. Venus Mahadasha and Mercury Antardasha. Great for creative matters, great for financial matters. If someone has creativity, they must pursue it. If someone is into finance related work, they must pursue that. For those things, it is great. But if someone is trying to do something against this energy of Venus Mercury, they will feel it bad. Uh, Moon Jupiter in ninth house Sagittarius, your views. Great for higher education. Uh, Study, share knowledge, and like gain knowledge and share knowledge. And this should be the focus of this person in this life. How Saturn transit in second house would go. Read all the articles of the transit which are already given, already written on the website. You can find it. Saturn transit is always in the second house. It is always challenging for your financial matters. Be very cautious about your finance wealth. Don't spend unnecessarily. Look for more and more savings during this transit. Make very judicious decisions where you should be spending money, where you should not be spending. Okay, great. Thank you.